Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Imam bin Zakaria. My metric number is 202120468. In this video, I will explain about the basic knowledge that home buyer need to have. Referring to the article that published in 28 November 2022 by The Star, there are 387 projects in the country. Out of this number, National Housing Department listed 73 in Selangor with 40,774 units involving 7,423 buyers. By looking through the article, this is the problem that perhaps will faced by the buyer of the SIG project if it is declared as an abandoned project. First, buyer having a potential to receive bankruptcy notice. Second, buyer not getting the house as stated in S&P agreement. And lastly, buyer need to pay installment payment even the house is not built. Alright, this is not good to us. So in order to avoid from being forfeit in buying a house, we must know the action that can be taken and the law that protect us from being forfeit if we are involved with the SIG project. According to the HDA, there are several things that protect us as a buyer from forfeit in buying a house if the problem happen. First, buyer can terminate the SMP agreement in Section 8. Second, buyer can file a claim through tribunal according to Section 16. And third, buyer can be the developer can be compounded by the appointed officer or housing controller according to Section 7. And lastly, the developer are liable to a fine shall not be less than 250,000 and not exceeding 500,000 or imprisonment for term not exceeding 3 years or both according to this Section 18A. Next is a preventative action that can buyer do to protect from being forfeit. First, the buyer must understand all the agreement, not only SMP agreement but also loan agreement. It is because the buyer must know what happened to them if the project stop from being complete. Maybe the buyer can request to terminate the loan if the project is in problem. Second, buyer must study the background of the developer before buy a house from them. It is to ensure that the developer is trusted and legit. Next, if the buyer involved with the SIG project, the buyer can bring it into housing tribunal that established by HDA that protect the buyer from being forfeit. The buyer also can claim not exceeding 500,000 ringgit, but the claim must related with the new house and not exceeding 12 months from the date of CCC issues, DLP or termination SPA, which earlier. If the buyer buy a subsale property, they cannot claim to the tribunal. And if the buyer file a claim late than the time that given, also the claim will be rejected. In conclusion, the buyer must have a basic knowledge before buying a house. It is important to protect them from being cheated. The buyer also must study and knowing more about the HDA and tribunal to ensure that they are expert in property and cannot be manipulated. Next, to ensure the buyer knowing about all these things, the estate agent also must play a role as a knowledge distributor to the public to ensure that public is knowledgeable.